there are pockets. You were saying there are pockets.
Yeah, I was saying that the problem is going to be that right now there are like pockets in my brain that are empty at the moment that should have things in them. Like I've been carrying them around, but I may have forgot them this morning on the way here.
First bit of umbrage I have with that.
Oh, you have umbrage, have you?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. And the first bit is going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
As if to say this is not a problem we've experienced time and time again.
No, in the future. Today, I'm talking about.
Today because why? Because what is the impetus behind the pockets?
Well, I didn't sleep super well
Fatigue.
last night.
You're claiming fatigue.
Yeah, fatigue and like anxiety and things of that nature.
You have anxiety?
Yeah.
About this? I mean, I know
Not
you
about
have
this.
generalized anxiety.
Yeah, not about this. No,
Okay.
just anxiety of like, I feel like, as you know, I've been traveling a lot and I'm going away again in
This
a couple
guy
days.
is bipping and bopping.
And just like having like a list of things I need to do before I go.
I mean,
and all
yeah,
that kind of
just
stuff,
packing alone is like packing for a certain climb.
Yeah,
You know, there's lots to consider. What if you don't have the right jacket? What if you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on there.
There's things to think about.
For a guy like you.
Yeah, especially for a guy like me with brain pockets that sometimes are just empty. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's just nothing in them.
Yeah.
And there should be stuff there. There should be things I can reach in there, that pocket, get and just root around in there. There's something. There's something good.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
I can just pull it out.
It sounds like you are missing your youth.
Yeah.
When maybe you had a little more access to those, pockets.
I think that's part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. And the inevitable Alzheimer's disease too. That's part of it too, probably.
Well, let me say this. From talking to you previous to the mics being on to now, it's so much more delightful. It's like you flipped a switch of some kind.
Yeah, I was conserving my energy.
You
for
lit
this.
right up.
Yeah,
you're like Stallone and Over the Top when he turns his hat around. That's what happened. It was immediate. It was like, oh shit, it's arm wrestling time now for Billy. Figuratively, right? This is kind of an arm wrestle in some ways.
It's a mind wrestle.
It's a mind.
You know what I mean? It's the wrestling of the mind.
And your mind's full of pockets. So
exactly.
I'm good. My mind is weighty.
Yeah, it is. You're like Andre the Giant over there.
Anybody want a peanut? I do love Andre. Miss him.
Man.
He was the best.
He was great.
So good.
I used to love him even in his wrestling days, before he became
no, for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, his character
actor.
and then just the personality he became. He was just a delightful person who suffered massively through an entire life of suffering.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that big, it's, how do you even move through the world?
Yeah, and then you add this is the wrong word, but you add freak/celebrity to that, and your world just becomes unlivable. I just feel so bad for him. Plus, he needed like a fifth of vodka to even feel the slightest bit drunk. Talk about sympathy. He literally had to destroy his liver to feel any kind of intoxication. That's unfair. Nobody should have to live like that.
I mean, yeah, they don't have like a liquor store for giants. You know what I mean? There's just only regular sized liquor stores. They don't have like the one where you go in and it's like 10-gallon thing of vodka.
That's right. He'd have to load up a cart like
pocket. That's an empty pocket right there. We found it. Empty fucking pocket.
Yeah, I was yeah. Load up a cart full of liquor like Dick Stensland was where I was trying to go. It just took me a minute.
Yes, much like Dick Stensland.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of Dick Stensland, welcome everyone to Confidentially Speaking.
A better way to find your pockets.
There you go.
Yeah.
And, Dick Stensland is dead. There's no other way to say it, really. I mean, I don't think I'm surprising anyone with that news. We're well aware.
Well, yeah, that little narrow-nosed bastard at the end of the last episode told us all about it.
That's right.
Because nobody else on the fucking scene realized it was Dick Stensland.
No.
Except for the guy with the nose. He had to sniff it out.
The great detective Ed Exley just sort of overlooked the fact that Dick Stensland, the guy who knocked the banker's box out of his hands hours earlier,
just hours before,
was lying on the floor there in a pile.
In a bloody pile.
Yeah. But, that's the LAPD for you.
So celebrate the death of Dick Stensland, because fucking asshole corrupt cop. Like, there should be more of them. Like, one of them dead in a bathroom is an okay start, but we're going to hope for more. Right? So we're celebrating that today. And we're also celebrating... It's a happy day for me personally, Bill.
And for me,
and I think you know why.
Yeah, I do know why.
It's Miss Lefferts Day.
It's Mrs. Lefferts Day, yes.
I think it should be a national holiday, and I think it should be today.
Okay, what's today's date? Today's the 10th of
February
February.
10th.
That's perfect.
Leading right up to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's between Groundhog Day, when you find a dead body under your
porch.
house, right?
That's exactly right.
And if the dead body sees its shadow... You get 10 more weeks.
8 more weeks of your sentence.
8 more weeks of a terrible smell coming up through your house. And then leading up, like you said, to Valentine's Day for, when you disagree with your daughter's boyfriend.
I did. What? Huh?
Lunch or muns or something. I didn't like him. He was too old for my Susan.
Yeah, no, that's all. I mean, this is perfect.
It is perfect.
Happy Mrs. Lefferts Day to all of you.
To the world.
Yeah.
Really. And if there are people in the world who don't know Mrs. Lefferts, I'm hoping this will...
Well, they're not invited to celebrate.
Well, shouldn't we open the door?
No.
I mean, no?
No. There's too many open doors. It's getting pretty drafty in here.
Our table's not big enough for everybody here,
I'd like to
Mrs.
celebrate
Lefferts?
the day with a select few people who get it. Not someone who shows up and is like, who is Mrs. Lefferts again? Now, fuck you. Get out. You come here to celebrate the great Mrs. Lefferts. You do it with some foundational fucking knowledge, or you don't do it at all.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's probably not fair.
No, it's not fair at all. It's not fair
But
in terms of fair.
But considering the source, I think is what you're saying.
Right.
It makes a lot of sense.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Because, a lot of people aren't going to want to celebrate this anyway. Let's be honest with ourselves, right?
I think, the majority of the people are already maybe listening that would even consider celebrating.
That's right.
Mrs. Lefferts Day.
And there's only maybe 14 of them. So we don't need a big table, let's face it. So
that's right.
Yeah. Okay, good. Great. All right. Well,
so that's coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up soon.
In the midst of the scene.
Correct.
But there's a few things we got to get to before we meet Mrs. Lefferts.
That's right. That's right. We got to slog through more about Dick Stensland and his giant bloated corpse.
I have another option here to discuss why people can't tell Dick Stensland is Dick Stensland when he's clearly Dick Stensland. There's another version of that in this scene, so that's fun.
I like how you're teeing up. We're like teasing.
We're teasing. That's
some of the things
do.
that are coming up.
That's what we do.
Is that what we do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we did that.
Oh, we tease. We tease.
And there's also, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but there is a mystery cameo appearance in this scene. I'm not sure if you caught it.
Well, I clearly did not.
We're going to get into that too. A mystery cameo appearance.
So here's what I will say about it. I did not notice a cameo, which is great. Thank you for bringing that and noticing it. I did notice, though, a guy in the background of one shot who looked very familiar to me.
Oh, okay.
So
that's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe those two things align. Maybe they don't.
Okay, that's interesting. They don't. I don't think. But
Okay.
we'll get into that when we get there.
Great.
All right. Well, you want to take it from the top, the tippy top of this thing?
That is also how we do it.
Okay. Like going in order?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
buddy.
Well, when we last left what we're doing, when we last Lefferts off, we saw that skinny nosed bastard saying, "It's Dick Stensland."
Yeah, we've identified the body.
It's Dick
One
Stensland.
of them is Dick Stensland.
Yeah, it's Dick Stensland. and then Exley snaps his head around, almost gets whiplash looking over at Dudley with surprise.
That's right.
And then we cut to this scene which starts with our friend Bud.
Bud just tearing through the hospital doors.
Busting through those doors
On
like
a mission.
he's in a Western coming into a saloon, the swinging doors.
That's
Boom!
right.
Just comes busting through there.
That's right.
And looking a little disheveled.
He looks upset. Yeah,
very
disheveled, upset.
Yeah, then probably was just woken out of bed to find, I don't know how he found out about Stensland.
Right. Somebody made a call.
Somebody called him.
You're
yeah.
absolutely right. Yeah.
But he's heard the news and he is not happy.
Yeah.
Very concerned.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, sure.
Yeah. I
he
mean,
just found out his partner's dead.
hours ago, they were talking about going out to lunch.
Just slapping automobile hoods and making plans.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, they're the best of buddies.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's cold and stiff on a gurney.
This is tough. This is a tough one for Bud.
It is.
Who doesn't have, a support system to speak of, let's say.
That's true.
He probably relies heavily on a Dick Stensland, which is sad in and of itself. But when you lose the one thing you have,
yeah.
hoo-ah.
Yeah. It's true. That's
tough.
a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Like, does he, I can't think of any other quote unquote friends he's got at the station house or whatever that we know of.
No, and when we see him amongst a group, he's always sort of a loner.
Yeah.
He's not, Dick was the guy that made it work for him.
Yeah. And I think part of it was because Dick didn't take him too seriously. Like, Bud definitely takes his mission of, beating up on wife beaters very seriously with his little black book and everything.
That's right.
And Stensland's like, come on, Bud. Let's go.
Yeah, could you speed it up? I mean...
You're like Santa Claus with that little black book, Bud.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
Yeah, so I think you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, so he's obviously distraught and has no one to be like, I'm distraught.
Right, yeah, no one to
Like,
share it with.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
right.
That's going to be a tough grieving process for Bud.
Yeah.
To go through.
And then in keeping with the film's theme of terrible, shitty extras who happen to have a line that they can't fucking carry in a bucket. we hear this guy say, when I first saw her, I thought it was Rita Hayworth.
Yeah, that's right.
That dude was 0 for 3 in 2 minutes, 3 fouls. -16, plus minus.
Well, I'll tell you, you know who that is, actually. And maybe, I don't know if this helps or not. And this is not the mystery cameo either.
Okay.
But apparently, that is the guy who we see later inside the room with Mrs. Lefferts. He's the coroner.
Gotcha.
And we get him even later in the movie. We see him again later.
I recognize his face.
Yeah, he's the guy who also then IDs Buzz Meeks. Later in the movie.
That's right.
Because he's the coroner.
That's right.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
Does that
No,
stuff. He's the morgue dude.
He's definitely around through the film.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was the one speaking that part.
In the script, that's what it says.
Gotcha.
He's the one wheeling that gurney.
Because it's essentially a voiceover. We don't see anyone talking.
Right, because we see the back of him.
That's right.
And they're wheeling that gurney.
That's right.
And in the script, it suggests that there's a moment where they peel back the sheet.
Uh-huh.
And the other guy, who we hear say, yeah, me too. Gets a look at the face. They like pull the sheet back to show the face. Hey, look, take a peek at this. Looks like Rita Hayworth, right?
Rita Hayworth, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they're as Bud is approaching us, they are wheeling the gurney away from us.
That's
so
right.
we see the coroner's back.
Yes.
And we hear this little bit of dialogue.
Yeah.
About Rita Hayworth.
Yes. And we hear it in a way that's sort of insinuates that it was like an afterthought. Like it was like they recorded it after.
Yes,
and overlaid it into the sounds.
Correct.
Which is why we don't see him saying it necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
But it's a funny line.
It is,
and it sets some things up
for sure.
So
it's important.
Good writing in that way.
Yeah, it is. I will note that I jotted down that she looks nothing like Rita Hayworth. That
a little off.
Yeah,
a little off.
Yeah.
I mean, Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
who looks like Rita Hayworth?
Not many people.
Not many people at all.
That's true.
Yeah.
A young Lucille Ball, I think, looks a little like Rita Hayworth.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But if you're Pierce Patchett, get a nose job, dye your hair red. Let's call you Rita Hayworth.
Close enough.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Let's paint it black and call it steak.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's true. Rita Hayworth, of course, features very prominently in another famous '90s movie, in The Shawshank Redemption.
That's right.
Which is originally called, I think the book it's based on is called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Right, and we see that scene of her from Gilda, where as Red says, she's going to do that fucking thing with her hair. You know what I mean? And so she flips her hair back.
And the poster, the portal to freedom.
That's right. Yeah, the poster.
Through
That's right.
Rita Hayworth.
That's right. Yeah. Covers up the hole. Yeah, exactly. So, everybody knew who she was and what she looked like. She was a big time movie star.
No doubt. I mean, no Sophia Loren, but
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Rita, have all the crackers you want. Rita, want a cracker?
Here's another sleeve of Ritz for you.
She loved it buttery.
Ultra
she loved
buttery.
a buttery cracker.
So buttery.
So
Oh my
buttery.
God.
How do they do it?
How do they do that?
It's crazy.
There's got to be like a stick of butter in every cracker.
Every Ritz.
Right?
It's what it tastes like.
It does taste like that.
It's insane.
Salt and butter and then like a little bit of cracker mixed in there. It's like
a little bit of crumbly round cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Ritz.
So good though.
I mean, it's hard to eat just one. That's for sure.
And if you're reaching for a cracker, let's say you're in the cracker aisle there at your supermarket, and you're looking around. Well, I know you.
That sounds racist, buddy.
What?
You're in the cracker aisle.
See, I didn't even take it that way.
Sorry. Derailed.
Okay, yeah, but you're in your cookie and cracker aisle.
As I often am.
And you're looking for a cracker. You know, maybe you're having some folks over. You're going to do a little of appetizers or something.
That's right.
Some past hors d'oeuvres.
That's what I do.
What's your cracker of choice?
Well, these days it's,
You're going to do a vegan cracker.
I have vegan cracker as the paramount.
Sure.
And then beneath that, there are brands that few people have heard of, I'm sure.
Okay, well, let's say you're not doing a vegan cracker.
Okay.
Let's say you're doing a normal cracker.
Ouch.
A normal cracker for a normal person.
Okay. All right. Normal cracker for a normal person.
And what are you reaching for at the supermarket?
This is controversial.
Oh, good.
And I'm not
I
here
love
to make
this.
friends. Okay. But I think the Triscuit is the king of the cracker.
Oh, okay. You're going Triscuit.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
That's right.
You really like to keep your colon clean. Apparently.
I'll tell you what I like about it.
Okay.
Is it's wheaty structural integrity.
Ah, yes.
You can stack a Volkswagen on a Triscuit and eat it if you wanted to. It's not going to break off in the dip bowl. It's not going to crumble under the weight of a heavy cheese. It's not.
It's not at all. Yeah,
and you get an herby goodness on the back end.
It's rich. You know what I mean? Like there's a richness to a Triscuit that like you don't get in many other crackers.
That's exactly right.
Right. Okay, I got you. That's cool.
And now back to you. Your cracker of choice. Cracker.
Yeah.
You're my cracker of choice.
Thank you. Ritz is up there for sure. The other one I would put as
because you're a butter guy.
I love butter.
The buttery flavoring at the popcorn. This guy,
exactly. Oh, that's right.
You like it swimming.
That's right.
You like it floating a little bit.
Correct.
You want some buoyancy to your popcorn. You want it suspended in a liquid butter
in golden flavoring. That's right. But
so
I would
clearly a Ritz.
A Ritz, or the other one I like is that the Pepperidge Farm butterfly shaped one. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know those?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're good.
I feel like I should.
They're quite buttery.
Are they buttery also?
Yeah, I'm sure they have a name.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
It has a name.
Pocket.
What? Pocket?
Brain pocket.
What brain pocket? What are
You're trying to remember the name.
I'm going to Google
of the cracker.
Because my pocket, I don't eat those crackers. I don't eat crackers at all very regularly, so I don't know.
But you just called it out as your favorite cracker.
Yeah, but I don't eat them. It's not like I go around eating them.
What the fuck? I mean, there are certain things in a conversation you have to accept as truth. So when someone says it's their favorite, you also have to assume they're going to fucking eat it sometimes. What the fuck, man? I'm trying to work with you, but god damn it.
Apparently they're called, are you ready? And this is perfect for me.
Bow ties?
No, this is perfect for me.
Okay.
Golden butter crackers.
Oh. Well, yeah. On a list of crackers, I would have picked that as one of your favorites.
Yeah, and it's a butter. Now I understand butterfly. They're shaped like a butterfly.
Oh, so clever.
Isn't that nice?
So clever.
Those fuckers from Pepperidge Farm have thought of everything.
That is so clever.
It's really good. I didn't even, until this moment.
Butterfly
Butterfly-shaped
right
crackers.
Into the old pie hole.
Yeah, known for their rich, buttery flavor and light texture.
So you like a butter cracker?
Apparently I do.
And I like a more savory, earthy cracker.
Yeah, that seems to fit both of our personalities.
That's up our alleys.
Yeah, this is on brand.
Wait, I'm so glad we did this.
This could be a segment. What's your cracker?
I mean,
what's cracking?
We tried to do this with can. What's cracking?
Release the cracker? Maybe. I don't know.
Crack ass cracker.
Look, crackheads?
Nope. We can do better. I think we can do better. But there's definitely a jingle coming, which means, holy shit. Now we need to create content around crackers.
And my voice is cracking, too, on top of it. So
Squeakiest squeak toy laugh anyone's ever laughed. Do you have a dog toy over there? Stuck in your throat?
I swallowed it. Yoinks, Shaggy.
That's too good.
Oh, my God.
That's too good.
Okay. All right, so we hear the little conversation about Rita Hayworth.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought so too. I thought that when I looked at it too.
Yes.
I looked at her. I said to myself, that dame looks like, to me, anyways, I don't know about you, but to me, anyways, like I was saying, she looks kind of like Rita
Hayworth. You Rita Hayworth.
You got your Rita Hayworth right there.
That's good. So good.
Oh, my God.
So 50s regular guy. I thought it was Rita Hayworth. Honest to goodness.
I almost, despite the fact she was, deceased, I thought maybe I had a chance with her for a minute there.
You're teasing my necrophilia bit, which is coming up. I love it.
Good.
I love it.
That's excellent. Okay, good. All right, so Bud is searching frantically among the people the dead people in the hallway.
That's right.
To try to find Stensland
and
to confirm his suspicions.
There's sort of a Dave Grusin-esque piano that starts underneath,
ostinato underneath,
gives us a little like agitation. There's urgency in the scene all of a sudden.
Yeah. And I love how Bud, just helps himself to look at the other corpses.
Yeah. The first one, as he pulls back the death sheet, whatever that is clearly not Dick Stensland. Like, it's
like not even close.
It's a waif of a man.
Right, exactly. Like,
a tiny little man.
Yeah, so if you were to lay Dick Stensland on a gurney and look at the profile from the side, it would have a certain shape, right?
That's absolutely right.
And that person doesn't match the profile of a Dick Stensland
in any way.
Right.
In any way.
Yeah. Like with a person like this little person, you're going to have maybe 2 bumps in the profile. You're going to have the feet, you're going to have like the head, and then if they're not obese, the rest is going to be pretty flat.
Totally.
A Stensland, on the other hand, you're going to have at least 3 bumps.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So,
yes.
I mean, you start there, I think, when you're looking at the bodies.
If both Laurel and Hardy were dead, and you were forced to pick one or the other based on a silhouette, you could totally do it. Right?
Yeah, you could. You could. You totally could.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be that hard.
But he's distraught, as we know.
That's right. Yeah, he's
out of sorts,
reaching at straws. Just grasping at corpses.
That's right. He thought maybe there was an oozing that deflated Dick to some level.
That could happen.
It could.
I mean, that could definitely happen.
It could.
You hit him in the right spot, just stuff comes out.
That's
They could have, he didn't know if he was like deboweled.
Could have been
at the thing.
Could have been disemboweled.
Yeah,
You're
disemboweled
absolutely right.
at the thing. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, that would take a while.
It would.
With a Stensland. I mean, that's a big bowel.
It's a lot of bowel. You might need some mechanical advantage to get that out of there.
Yeah, you're going to need a stick.
Some kind of stick.
To twist it on,
block and fall. Some kind of kind of hoisting help.
Yeah, you might want to hook it up to a hitch on your car.
Exactly right. Just drag it out.
Just pull it out.
Yeah.
Something. Anyway. And finally, Bud does find Stensland's corpse.
Yes, that's right.
Pulls back the sheet.
Yeah, second attempt, was it?
Third, I think, actually. Third
one in.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, third time's a charm.
Perfect. They come in threes.
They do.
So he lifts it up and he finds the corpse. And then the music changes a little bit. And we hear that sort of soulful horn play. That
Yeah,
is
that's
one
right.
of the themes of the movie that comes in from time to time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It is. It gets recalled over and over.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. It's kind of like a death theme, sort of, that comes in.
Definitely.
Death motif.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh. And Bud is obviously distraught. And then over the shot of Bud seeing the face of Stedsland, excuse me.
Yeah.
We hear a voice
Yeah, we do.
the silence.
Yeah.
Suddenly from off camera.
Yeah.
Who is it?
We know.
It's our good buddy, Edmund Exley.
Edmund Exley. Who seems to me, if I may, crafted the thing he says here as something to assuredly getting punched in the face.
Right, yeah. It's
Like he's really asking for it in that moment.
Not a great opener.
It's just like, so let's talk about it. He says, hell of a way to avoid a prison sentence.
Exactly.
And he says it all smug like that.
He sure does. Yeah. The superior, of course.
Like, can you even imagine saying something like that to a guy who just lost his best friend?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's
To
mean.
a volatile guy who just lost his best friend?
Who already hates your guts.
Already has reason to want to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Because you got his best friend fired.
And now...
or suspended.
Yeah. It's...
And now maybe the chain reaction has become he's dead. Like part of that is on Ed.
Right.
Because maybe he's poking the bear. What's he doing here?
Yeah, I don't get it. And I also, but the amazing thing is he's been up like all night at this point.
Yeah, that's right.
Looks perfect.
Well.
Just shows up. Unlike Bud, who's like disheveled and sleepy and whatever. Ed just shows up like completely cut and just like
he's been at work, right? We know that he went right from work to the night owl to the hospital.
Exactly. Found a pile of dead bodies and just unfazed. Now comes and insults.
Didn't even loosen his tie a bit.
Right, exactly. Comes in and insults one of the dead people. Right there in the hospital.
Very strange.
Yeah.
It's a strange line. I mean, it's powerful.
He's coming in hot.
He's setting a precedent here.
He is. He totally is. Yeah.
And I guess Bud is just too distraught to react in a typical fashion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's just overwhelmed with depression right now, which really saps it.
Exactly.
Takes it out of you.
It does, yeah. And he gently covers Stenz's face back up with the sheet.
It's very precious.
It's
a very precious moment.
Really nice, yeah. And he definitely takes a moment to compose himself. He's like hands on hips and he's kind of breathing heavy. He's
breathing hard and composing himself, doing the best he can.
Trying to swallow the tears that are on the verge of coming.
That's right.
And that kind of thing.
Bud's not a crying in public kind of guy.
No. Especially not in front of Exley.
Yeah. No, for sure. But, a guy like that in the 50s.
Yeah.
They're not crying in front of anybody.
No. Although we know he's very sensitive, but
we know that.
Yeah.
And they all were. It's a human quality to be sensitive. It's nonsense, misogyny, manly, all of this toxic masculinity shit. That's how we got to a place where it's not cool for a guy to be crying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just, I'll let it rip.
Do it.
Man, I right now?
Yeah, please.
Just give me 2 seconds, buddy. That's my secret, is it's always right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I'm a sobber at movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Every once in a while, I don't know. Every once in a while, I get in a mood where I need to cry, and it just like if I watch a sad movie or something, it'll come or something like that.
Do it, and you kind of trigger it that way.
Yeah.
Like when you know you need it, you can.
Yeah,
you can sort of help it along.
Or sometimes it's just a surprise. Oh, I didn't know I needed that.
Oh yeah,
that
right
kind of
on.
thing can happen.
Yeah,
too.
sure.
Yeah.
I've gotten that.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Men need to cry.
It's just a human quality.
It is.
It's just something
normal.
we all do.
It's totally normal. Don't worry, guys. It's okay to show your feelings.
Yeah, but not for Bud in 1950s. And I would feel the same way, I'm sure.
Probably.
Just having been, just steeped in that idea, brought up in it.
Right,
right.
Yeah, and they're young guys, which is different from us older guys who've kind of had more time.
I guess that's true.
Adjust to our feelings.
But I've been banging the let guys cry drum since I was a kid.
Well, there you go.
You know what I mean? That's just something that always made sense to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. So Bud catches his breath and kind of pulls himself together a little bit.
Yeah.
And he says, "Can you tell me what happened?"
Can you tell me what happened?
Right.
All he knows is dead.
Yeah, that's
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know what whoever tipped him off on this, we don't know what they told him, something happened to Stensland,
Yeah.
or, you know,
Yeah.
apparently Stensland was shot. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
how much did he know about Stensland's
That's a good point.
condition or whatever?
That's
at
a
this
good point.
We don't know.
I mean, yeah. So, cause you're right. Cause he enters the hospital like he's not sure.
Yeah.
Like with that kind of urgency.
I think he's afraid to find the dead body.
Right.
And when he sees those corpses lined up, he assumes those are the victims.
Right.
I guess from the night owl.
Right.
And starts looking through them to see if he can
Looking through them.
to see if he can find anybody he recognizes.
Yeah, absolutely right.
You know.
And whoever told him had like we knew it wasn't like there was any kind of gray area between Dick getting shot and Dick being dead.
Yeah, who
Like
knows?
whoever told him knew that Dick Stensland was dead. Maybe
You
didn't
think so?
say it that way.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think
Or maybe he just found out there was a shooting at the night, but he didn't know that.
That
He didn't
could be.
know.
You're
but
right.
He
That
didn't
could
know that. He didn't know that Stensland was going to the night.
That's
owl.
what I mean.
He just knew he was going out on a hot date.
And, yeah. And when we realize it's Dick Stensland, it's well after he's been dead.
Right.
So, yeah.
I wonder if it was Needle Nose Guy.
It could have very well been. Yeah, there's like a phone tree. and Needle Nose Guy is like, I gotta call Bud White on Dick Stensland's death? Shit.
Yeah, because you got to call the partner.
You gotta call the partner first.
If something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Remember
yeah.
phone trees?
Vaguely, yeah. Yeah, because you had to call other people and then they would call somebody else
Exactly.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
To spread the word about like a school closure.
That's right.
Or whatever
That's
it was.
right. Or some kind of change in plans for a large group.
Right.
There wasn't group emails, so there were phone trees.
Right, there was no group texting or
That's
anything
right.
like that. A phone tree. That's
Phone
right.
tree.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's throwing it back. Do you want to talk more about rotary phones for a while? Because we could do that. I mean, that's a thing we've done before and we could do it again. It just keeps coming up.
I mean, I'll go do the dishes, and then I'll get something done worthwhile, and then you can do that.
I'll call you on a rotary phone when I'm done. How about that?
Well, actually, could you call Jeff Simmons, and then he'll call me?
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do a phone tree.
Yeah, do a phone tree.
I like that. Okay. Yeah, so somebody, Needle Nose Guy or somebody
let Bud know,
let
and,
Bud
and
know.
that's the thing. And then Edley starts telling him the gruesome details.
Right.
Appears three men held up a coffee shop. He's very Kevin Spacey here. I wanted to note. I've said this before. He
interesting, yeah.
does. He's sort of like at times in this film he's doing an impression of Kevin Spacey from a sort of Glengarry era, a younger Spacey. Spacey sort of let that go and got a little more suave and smooth as he aged.
Right.
But like it feels like he's doing a real Kevin Spacey here.
I think it's that attitude. It's
Yeah.
that like superior attitude
Yes.
that Spacey also has.
Yes.
In, that
100%. And they're like crisp with their language in the same ways.
Yes.
And I don't know. It's kind of a nice homage. Guy Pearce is doing great. Like I have no notes. I just think it's a little Spacey like.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And I've said this and I think this throughout the film. He goes on to say the guy at the register pulled a 38, so they killed him. Then they took everyone else out back and they killed them too.
Yeah. That's well summarized.
Yes.
That's pretty much what happened.
That's right.
As we think anyway at the old night owl.
That's right.
That's what we think happened.
And as I was writing this, I imagined just this based on the last discussion we had about being led to the bathroom for a slaughter. I imagine in my version, Ed would go on to say, one guy tried to elbow a gunman and got immediately shot in the face. Which is what would have happened to me probably.
Right.
But I'm not dying in that bathroom. Not doing it. I'll tell you that right now.
and Stensland might have done that too, because clearly it looks like somebody was shot at his table.
That's right. I think
and dragged to the bathroom with that blood smear along the floor.
Yeah, that's where that great line coming up comes from, right? I don't know. He was a cop. He probably tried to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think what we know, and if I may, I'm just cooking this up now, so
Please.
Smell it with me. Okay. Tell me what it needs. Tell me what ingredients it's missing. But I think I think that's the hit. They just rolled in, shot Dick Stensland. Boom. The rest they can explain later.
Yeah.
But they don't even give him a second. They're not
Right.
trying to get him to the bathroom.
Right.
It's a mob style hit on one guy. Everyone else has to die because they're there.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Right.
But
Can't have
but Dick
witnesses.
Stensland is that they walked in, shot him, boom, at the table. Didn't even give him a chance to put his crumb cake down.
That's right.
And then the rest of the people get herded to the back.
That's right.
And shot there.
Yeah, that's right. And then they drag, about 8 guys drag Stensland at once
That's
back
right.
to the bathroom because that's a heavy lift.
Yeah.
Again, you might want to get the hitch to the car hooked up, and start dragging.
Yeah, maybe they probably killed the cook too soon. They could have used that guy to help move Dick Stensland. Although I guess there's 3 shooters, right? That's 3 guys could move a Dick Stensland.
Yeah, 1 on the feet, 2 up top,
Yeah.
maybe something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess that would work. Yeah, 3 shooters. Yeah.
No one's fireman carrying a Dick Stensland.
No,
that's not happening.
Not a solo. That's not a one-man job moving him to the bathroom. Especially have to drag him on the floor because we see the blood trail.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Clearly someone was dragged.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
whew, those poor guys. I mean,
Or they just push him, like all 3 at the feet, and they're just like, just pushing him along that linoleum floor all the way to the bathroom.
Taking a break like halfway through. Jesus Christ. We should have. Why did we move? Why did we have to move this guy to the bathroom?
Why didn't we shoot him last?
Exactly.
What were we thinking?
Just didn't think that through.
No. They really didn't. All right. So, and then we hear an offstage voice say the words, "Lieutenant,
Yes.
we're ready with that night owl ID."
Yes.
This is the mystery cameo. Did you recognize the offstage voice?
Oh, the voice is the cameo.
Did you recognize the offstage
Not
voice?
in
that
zero
says,
way, did I?
Lieutenant, we're ready with that night owl
I have
ID.
that here as the line, and I actually, this is hilarious. Not having any idea that this was a cameo, I wrote some other terrible schlub from offstage says.
Well, let's take a listen to the line.
Oh, this is fun.
And see if you can recognize, because I have to say that when I watched this scene and was taking my notes, I'd never noticed before who it was, but when I heard the line, I said, I know who that is. That's blank. So I immediately recognized.
All right, let's
the
listen.
voice.
I'll pay more attention to the voice.
Here's the voice
Okay.
saying the line from the movie.
Okay.
Lieutenant, we're ready with that night owl ID.
There you go. That's the line. And here's a little bit. I'll give you a little clip of the person talking about the movie.
Okay.
L.A. Confidential.
this is fun.
Here we go.
I found myself hooked on his characters, and I found myself having a very interesting emotional reaction to them. As you meet each of these guys, Bud, Ed, and Jack, you don't like them.
Any idea who that is?
I have zero idea who that is.
That is director Curtis Hanson, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I don't know how I recognized his voice.
Yeah, how did you?
I have no idea. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, that's Curtis Hanson.
That's amazing, dude.
I for some reason, I have a talent for that. My wife tells me all the time I can hear voices. And
I feel like I do too, but I
recognize them.
I haven't heard Curtis Hanson speak enough to know.
Yeah.
But like when a celebrity's in a commercial, I'm always like, I know who that is.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons may be because there's another movie Curtis Hanson appears in as an actor, believe it or not.
This is fun.
Which I saw fairly recently, and it's a movie I really like. So, the film Adaptation?
Of course.
With Nick Cage.
Great film.
The Charlie Kaufman movie.
Love it.
Curtis Hanson plays Meryl Streep's obnoxious, snobby husband.
Holy shit.
In the movie.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And he's really good. He only has
crazy.
Yeah, he only has a few lines and 2 little scenes, but he's very snobby and obnoxious.
Yeah.
In his first scene, and it's it's great.
It's good. It's good when the creators put themselves in a thing, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, and it could have been one of those things where like who knows why they had to do it that way as a voiceover, which was clearly added after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some ADR.
Yeah, they were in the edit bay, and he was like, "Whoops,
Yep.
forgot to put that," or whatever. However, it worked.
Or the sound from that day got fucked up.
Or
we
they
need
just wanted to
re-record it.
condense the scene a little bit, like they had a guy actually appear and say that line,
Right.
and then they were like, "Oh, we don't need that. We can just cut and we'll just put the voiceover."
There's a million reasons to maybe do that, but
yeah, exactly. So they just in the edit bay or wherever they just quick recorded him saying saying the lines. I'll do it.
What
You
a
know what I mean?
phenomenal tidbit.
It's a
Well, I
good-
mean,
it's a
can you
fun
play it
tidbit.
again? I just want to hear it again.
Sure, here we
It's
go.
phenomenal.
Lieutenant, we're ready with that night owl ID.
Real schlubby. Real schlubby, Director Pants.
So it's very businesslike because it's
It
like
is.
we just got to get this shit
We
done.
gotta get this done,
and
yeah.
move on.
Yeah, that's
with the rest
absolutely
of
right.
our edit here.
That's
you know what I
absolutely
mean?
right.
So,
And it really doesn't matter much.
no, it's just a little filler line.
A little
that they
filler
throw in.
line. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
That is an amazing tidbit.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
And then we get to see
Here she is.
here she comes,
Here she comes.
Miss America,
in all her jowly glory.
the one, the only.
Mrs. Motherfucking Lefferts.
And in the script, did you see what her first name is?
Give it to me.
Hilda.
Hilda Lefferts.
Hilda? Now, we talked about this now.
Hilda? Come on now. Just thought we had this all ironed out.
Her former husband, the deceased, the long deceased,
Long suffering, long deceased husband.
Mr. Lefferts.
That's
my
so
God.
funny. Hilda.
Hilda.
It's perfect, actually.
pretty good.
It's pretty great.
And did you have a guess at the age of Mrs. Lefferts? Because it's suggested in the script
Is that
how
right?
old she is.
No,
Yeah.
I could guess, though.
Please, take a guess.
Let's see.
Judging
gonna-
by appearance, the voice,
yeah,
the
what I know of
aspect.
the timeline.
Yeah, everything about her.
I'm going to say early 60s.
Early 60s.
That's what I'm saying.
fair.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, they had Hilda's age at 50, the big 50.
The big 5-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Sue, I guess, is
Well, she
supposed
looks
to be
terrible. She looks
really
terrible.
does. She really not doing
She
well.
could easily be 60.
Yeah, for sure. Well, she's had a hard life.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot
Definitely.
of tread on those tires. No, a
How
lot
old?
of
How
whatever.
old was Gwenda Deacon when they shot this?
Well, she died. Let's give a moment
In
to,
in 06.
exactly
Yeah.
at the ripe age of 60.
60. Right.
So if
Working backwards from that, that's 20 years.
97, yeah, would have been 20 years.
20. So she was 40.
10 years earlier. 10. So she would have been 50.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So she was 50.
She was 50. She looked terrible.
I mean, I think the glasses age her a little bit.
Yeah, they probably sweetened that up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, she was 50 when she did that, just right on the button.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they probably just cast it by age.
Yeah.
First 50-year-old weird lady comes in, gets the part. That's how we're doing that.
But she's got to sound ridiculous. That's my one note. She sounds like a Muppet.
she's
Like a voice you would do for a Muppet.
I love it. I mean,
I loved it too.
I love how weird she is. It's
but it
just fantastic.
stands out. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it does.
In both good ways and bad. I think it stands out in a lot of great ways.
Yeah.
But then also there's times where you're like, huh? What? Like with the volume she peaks
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
times. and
Yep.
I don't know. It's weird.
And we were talking about the actress. Like I was when we did some research about who is this woman that plays Hilda Lefferts,
Gwenda Deacon,
Gwenda Deacon from Galt, Ontario, Canada.
the inimitable Gwenda Deacon.
Well, you do a pretty good imitation, so I have to say. And I was hoping beyond hope that we would discover some amazing other performance or a small short cameo or somewhere where
Something.
you'd be like, oh, there it is. That's the
that was the peak of her career.
This is the acting style we're seeing put into play here in this movie in something else. She's doing Shakespeare.
Yeah.
She's doing something. And you're like, holy shit, she had range.
As though she was like handpicked, for lack of a better word, because of this other thing she had done.
Right. Or just that she was known throughout the industry,
Totally.
for these little things she did in the theater or wherever,
Totally.
or film that we never saw,
Totally.
art movies or whatever.
That's right.
But no, she's got very little on her IMDb.
Very little. In fact, the top 4, if we may, and I won't make you play it because you probably looked at it.
I did.
And there are 5.
Yeah.
Like 5 career films. 4 in the top 4 are Terminator 2, Judgment Day, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
It's pretty
cool.
cool that she was in that.
Yep.
She was a night nurse, which
That's right.
works.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
LA Confidential.
Right.
Mrs. Hilda Lefferts.
Brilliant.
Like the peak of her career.
For sure.
Frankly.
Yeah, for sure.
She was in a movie called Joyride, which I remember being out but never saw.
No, I didn't see it.
And she was the truck stop waitress. Also makes sense.
Yes.
Like kind of a perfect truck stop waitress.
Perfect casting
right?
there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then a movie called Bike Fever out of 1976, which I am going to check out because I myself have a touch of bike fever and I'd like to know more about it. And she plays someone called Pinch.
Pinch. I love that. That's a great character name.
So I'm hoping that because she has a character name and she's not like a diner waitress or a thing,
Right.
that maybe there's a little more fleshed out thing going on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you can imagine when she walked in for the Joyride, audition, she'd be like, and they'd say, we're looking for someone to play the counter waitress. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right.
She would like come in with a hairnet. Like
No
she
doubt.
had it. She's
Hairnet
ready.
in the trunk. Yes,
exactly. She's got the
absolutely.
name tag. Like she's ready to. She's done this a million
Gwenda
times.
Deacon knows what's for sale. You know what I mean? She's going to play that shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt about it.
And I went back and I found the scene that she's in Terminator 2.
Oh, nice.
Just to see if she's as weird and wacky as she is in
Night
this.
nurse.
Yeah, that's the night
and
nurse.
night nurses get licensed to be fucking weird.
Yeah,
right?
they
Like,
can be
that's
weird.
kind of
and
how we
wacky.
want them.
You would expect that.
Yeah.
On the overnight shift.
Yeah.
It takes a certain kind of person to work
Absolutely.
that shift.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
But she's not that weird. Not as weird as she is in L.A. Confidential.
Oh, disappointing.
Yeah, it is a little. But she's the one. She's there. I guess it's Sarah Connor is in this insane asylum or whatever where they've got her locked up. And the little boy and Arnie are coming to bust her out.
Get her out. I remember this vaguely.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the T2 or whatever he is, the evil one, the T1000 or 2000, 8000, whatever.
The liquid metal one.
The liquid metal guy is also there in his cop disguise. And he comes up to the desk and he's like, "You got a Sarah Connor here?" And she's like, "Hold on a minute," or whatever she does in her inimitable way.
Yeah, that's right.
She's like, "Kind of late, aren't you?" Or something like that. And then your friends are already back there. And then she turns around and he's gone mysteriously, like he's vanished.
Yeah.
Gone somewhere. And that's it. Like she just has a couple of lines there. And that's that. But she's not. She wasn't quite as quirky as I was hoping.
Yeah, like maybe there was a bunch of stage stuff. I mean, I know you looked, but like hopefully, I guess what I'm thinking is that like, she's had a solid career being a regional performer, and then sort of dipped in to get these movies here and there.
Or she just did these for fun. You know what I mean? Like that's cool.
That could
That's
be.
cool too.
That
You know
could
what I
be.
mean? Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, as long as she had a good time and a good life, I'm happy. But if there are any Gwenda Deacon fans out there who have more knowledge about what she's done and places we can find more Gwenda Deacon, let us know.
For sure. I want all that. But because I'm thinking about this now, I feel like Gwenda has that patina of stage actor on her a little bit.
She's
like
big,
if I had to guess.
Yeah, she's big. Like she puts a big
She's
character
big,
on.
yeah,
you know
she's
what I mean?
big, and you can just see her being like, you can see her like taking a moment in a live performance and like being very good. Like you can kind of see that in there.
She knows how to create a character.
Yeah.
She's clearly had some training of some sort.
More research on this. I'm gonna do a little more research on this.
Good.
Yeah,
Do more of a deeper dive if we can. I mean, maybe we have to go to Canada, to Galt, Canada, where she was born. And maybe go into the
that's
archives.
what I'm thinking. Is like she maybe worked there as a young actress.
Maybe road trip.
And hell yeah, hell yeah, Canada. Snacks and road trip.
And stronger beer. They have stronger beer up there.
They do have stronger beer.
Here.
Yeah,
So,
Molson. That'll lay you right out.
Right. And I love Canada, I have to say.
Yeah. No, Canada's great.
I love Canada. It's awesome.
the best.
It is.
The best. I mean, if they were taking applicants, I'd be right there.
Yeah.
You know,
please come and annex the East Coast, minus Florida.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Or whatever.
Yeah, so you don't want Florida.
Yeah, no, and we're all going to be going there a lot more in the future for our health care. So get ready for that, everybody. It's coming. So,
well, yeah. I mean, that's a whole other. But here, Canada, good on you for producing a Gwenda Deacon.
Yeah, that's right.
Phenomenal.
She is phenomenal, amazing. All right, so we cut over this voiceover of Curtis Hansen's, to a close up of Mrs. Lefferts standing in semi-darkness.
In profile and semi-darkness.
In front of a curtain that's sort of being drawn back.
Right.
And light is then coming through onto her face.
Right.
And it's being drawn by that coroner guy.
Yes.
From earlier.
Yeah.
Who was standing next to her.
I thought it was Rita Hayworth.
Right. That guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as that's happening, Exley enters the room through a creaky door.
It's very creaky. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Creaks a couple times.
Yeah.
And there's an amazing camera move that happens during this whole little choreography that I thought was terrific.
Talk about it.
So yeah, so as Exley's coming in, the camera sort of dramatically sweeps around behind Mrs. Lefferts, and we see then what she's looking at from behind her. So we can see the window is now open because the curtain's been drawn, and we see the identification room where Sue Lefferts is laid out on a gurney with a sheet up to her neck, and we can see her face with the red hair.
That's right.
And that's happening as Exley is entering.
That's right.
So there's like he's moving and the camera's swirling around.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice. It's a really cool shot that gives you sort of the whole geography of this sort of looking through the window two room setup.
Yeah.
So we know kind of where everybody is and what's really happening.
I mean, it's more great direction.
Yeah.
It's solid.
It's terrific.
It really creates a feeling.
Yeah.
That works for the scene.
It does
super well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to note that this is not this window that we're looking through is not a two-way mirror, unlike some of the other
No, that's right.
things that we have in the movie where we have
right.
like a two-room setup with a two-way mirror.
Yes.
This is a standard clear glass.
But we've seen this before too, and he uses the reflections in a clear window awfully well also.
Right.
And we get a bunch of that here in this scene.
Yep.
And it's just, I mean, obviously it's a thing a lot of directors do when the scene is sort of like lets it happen.
Right.
But there's something about how tastefully and well executed it was done throughout this film, and how it wasn't just there because it's for coolness sake. It always sort of informs the scene on some level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is a veiled reflection of a person because of a thing, because of an emotional thing, not because it's cool to see both the dead body and Mrs. Lefferts. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which it is cool.
It is cool.
But there's some emotionality behind it in the way that it gets used in this film over and over again.
Yeah, and sometimes some symbolism in terms of like a duality or a false reflection of somebody's personality.
That's
or
well
what
said,
have you.
pal. Yeah.
So, and then the coroner speaks, and he says, "Is this your daughter, Mrs. Lefferts?" In that inimitable way.
That's right. That's right. And after a bit of a pause, we hear the first utterances from Mrs. Lefferts, and she says, "I don't know." Which like there's a clear struggle there, right? Like,
yeah,
it seems odd that a mother wouldn't recognize her daughter,
right?
But
in this case,
not that odd,
right.
And we find out why,
right?
You know,
she's had some work done. Yeah,
and so there's this like it's a vague recollection, but poor Mrs. Lefferts is like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. It could be.
It could very well be. I haven't seen her lately. I don't. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, but this is what happens when you have a broken home. You know what I mean? And
that's
the
right.
Daughter runs away to become a prostitute or whatever, and
sex
then
worker.
gets sex worker. Sorry,
yeah.
excuse me.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
And has the rich guy do work on her face and or body. We don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, so yeah, this is all very weird.
Yes.
This is uncharted territory for Hilda.
Yes.
You know, so
and then
I get it.
And then unbeknownst to Edley, you know, he just thinks she's traumatized by the whole idea.
Right.
And he says what he would say to any mother trying to ID a dead daughter. We know this is difficult. Take your time.
Just always the gentleman. Oh. You know, just absolutely handles her with kid gloves.
No, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
And I noted that for a guy this early in his career at Homicide, like he's been in that position maybe a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Maybe not even. He was just carrying that banker's box this morning.
It's very new.
Very new to him.
Yeah.
He handles this incredibly well.
He sure does.
He plays the part to perfection.
Well, he was born for it, eh? Like, that's the idea, right? Like, he's just born to do it.
Yeah.
You know, as a political animal, he's surpasses even myself or whatever.
Right.
He's just very, like, he can deal with the people.
Yeah, he's got the lingo down.
He's got the lingo down.
You know, we know this is difficult. Just take your time.
That's right.
That's classic homicide detective stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it sure used to be. I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah, maybe not. But certainly there's a handbook somewhere.
Definitely.
Where it says, you know, if the mother of the victim is having a hard time identifying her daughter, say one of these things. And that's one of the options.
Yes.
You know, is we know this is difficult, just take your time.
And I think one of the things we've lost from that era to this one, and I don't know if this is good or bad, this is not a judgment, it's just an observation, but we've lost the ubiquity of gentlemanliness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't have a choice back then. You knew how to be gentlemanly and you did it.
Yeah.
Because you were going to catch shit if you didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, and a lot of that was like bad. So I'm glad that we're moving away from those things.
True.
But we also have lost like the ability for anybody to be gentlemanly when the need arises.
Right, when the moment calls for it.
And people don't have that skill anymore.
Right, and then instead the cops just stand there silently waiting
or like,
for her.
Or like in some kind of judgmental authoritarian way,
Right,
like because they don't know how to be gentlemanly.
Or giggling or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's just
like,
gross, man.
Yeah.
It's just gross. I kind of like, I don't know, from like a mannerly standpoint, I liked the way that particular expectation held society together a little better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't always good, and it was probably misogynist in a lot of ways. But it also, I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
I kind of notice when people don't have the gear, and it bums me out.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah. Well, I think we've really lost, because maybe it's technology, who knows what it is, but we've really lost a lot of our ability to just relate to each other in like a real way,
Totally.
in real time.
Absolutely.
You know, which
Absolutely.
is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I saw two kids on the subway sitting right next to each other, texting each other.
yeah, exactly.
I was like, huh?
Right.
I mean, they were probably talking about a nearby passenger or something, but like, I was still like, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Just turn your head, man.
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that ain't right. I don't like that. So Mrs. Lefferts says, I don't know. It seems like my Susan.
Shot of corpse.
Right. And then we get this line, which if I had to like nitpick the script, this one is a little like hammer on the head.
I'm with you on that.
But my Susan was a blonde, not a redhead.
Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Lefferts, we get it. Okay, you know, and she hits it hard. She hits the blonde and redhead thing very hard.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an indicator.
Yeah.
And it was meant to be, clearly.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. If you're not really following the story,
yeah.
you know, we're going to have to. It's tough because we've never seen Sue as a blonde,
Right.
so we're going to have to be told, because we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
That's why Mrs. Lefferts doesn't recognize her.
That's right. This is asking the question, but we get the answer in a little bit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we get the close up of Sue's face.
Yeah.
Sans bandages from and black eye from
That's
the
right.
earlier scenes.
That's
so
right.
enough time has passed that
Yup.
her black eyes have healed and her nose job is all good.
That's right.
And everything still looks nothing like Rita Hayworth, but that's okay. And that's when Bud comes in, unannounced and uninvited, I guess. Right? Through this,
Yeah, most likely.
through the same
most
creaky
likely
door.
uninvited.
Yeah,
for sure.
he's like, wait a minute, Exley's going in there. I can go in
yeah,
there.
I can go in there. I'm fine. I can do this. I want to know what's going on.
Right.
You know?
So he comes in through the same creaky door, which creaks again to sort of announce his presence, and he's just kind of lurking in the background.
He is lurking.
Yeah.
He is. He definitely is. Yeah. Yeah, he's not like, he doesn't go right up to the dialogue people. He
Right.
just kind of lingers in the back there.
Doesn't like go up to the glass. Who's that?
Yeah.
You know, or
Right,
anything
right,
like that. You know,
right.
he's just kind of lurking, watching the scene, trying
Yes.
to figure out, you know, what's what, who's who, what's going on here.
Yes.
And then Exley asks Mrs. L, when was the last time you saw her?
That's right. And then we cut back to Mrs. Lefferts, who I will say doesn't have a bad side. Like, we've seen her in profile from the one side and from the other side. She does not have a bad side.
The same.
The same
from every
I guess
angle.
to that end, she doesn't really have a good side either. But both of the sides, pretty the same.
Very equal.
Very equal.
Yeah, just,
very symmetrically jowly. Like, but I like that we get her in alternate profiles.
Yep.
And then she says, just before Christmas, we fought. I didn't like her boyfriend. And then during this, Bud moves in a little closer, right?
Right. And the coroner asks her, Mrs. Lefferts, does your daughter have any distinguishing characteristics?
That's right.
Other than, her face, which we're looking at.
That's right.
Right fucking now.
Yeah, and her hair color.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's when Bud...
Yeah, he's kind of sneaking in back there, and he finally gets a look at the who's on the slab.
Right.
And immediately, like a great detective, remembers the first time he saw that face.
Reaches into that pocket. Yeah. And there's Sue Lefferts in the back of the car.
He's a young man with filled pockets.
And we get the flashback.
The flashback
to her sitting in the back seat of Pierce Paget's car.
You got the wrong idea, mister. I'm fine.
And it's in a split screen, so we see the dead Sue on the right.
The dead Sue on the one hand.
And on the left we see the living Sue.
Living bandaged nose
broken
Sue
eye,
from the
broken
car.
nose, black eyes in the car. Oh, you got the wrong idea, mister. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then
and I will say there's a little echo in the vocal quality from mother to daughter, which is nice.
It's
a nice little
actually.
detail.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great. And then the memory sort of fades out, and we come back to Bud, who's now sort of very suspicious and trying to put the pieces together here and figure out how this is all joined together.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
And then Mrs. Lefferts, at this point, now answers the coroner's question about the distinguishing characteristics.
That's right.
What does she say? She said,
she has a birthmark on her hip.
Well, and okay, I'm of two minds on the birthmark on the hip.
Go ahead.
Right? So it's to me, it's a very convenient, little trope here that they use. That it feels like one of those murder mystery cliches where there's twins. One's the murderer and one is not. And the one has a birthmark on their hip.
Okay. No, I hear you.
Whatever. Blah blah blah. But if
whatever. I may counter,
please.
People do have birthmarks and distinguishing characteristics.
That's true.
And we do need a way to identify the body here.
We do.
Yeah,
because she's struggling.
That's right. And we need to zero in on something that Pierce Paget can't fuck with, that nice and easy hair dye can't fuck with, like something like it's a birthmark.
Yeah.
Do you? So maybe too much information, but I definitely have a few things that people that have. I mean, aside from the tattoos, right? There are a few things that on my body would be that's Zumbo, and I'm not going to get into what they are. I mean, I'm happy to, actually. I just don't want to bore anyone. But I have some birthmarks. I have some things that people would be like, that's Zumbo.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
They'd be like, well, the beard is so much grayer than when I remember.
Right.
Let me see if he has the thing on his knee or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pull the sheet back.
Yeah.
all the way. I got to see the whole Zumbo.
Yeah. You got any of those?
I probably do. I can't think of what they would be, but yeah, I'm sure I must have them.
Well, I guess this is where we'll ask your wife to write in.
Send an email to our convenient email address, confidentially speaking at gmail.com. No, sorry, confidentially speaking podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I do have a thing.
Yeah, let us know.
I have a lump in my right leg, near my knee. Kind
a lump.
Of. Yeah, you'd have to feel it. You wouldn't really see it sticking out.
Hard pass. I'm gonna let the coroner handle that one.
You'd have to put some
gloves on. I don't know. Feel for
a
lump down there. He said he had a lump. I don't know. I'm not touching it.
Put the gloves on. Get in there. See if you feel a lump.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that would tell you.
That would tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's been there since forever's the whole time.
Since I was a teenager, it's like a
lump?
calcium deposit there.
Fascinating.
And for a long time, I was really worried it was going to like saw off my hamstring. You know what I mean? Like literally, that was the concern that I thought for sure some tendon, major tendon or something is going to be rubbing up against this thing and just saw it off at some point. My leg will just be dangling as I'm on my way to the hospital.
Would you say it's become more of a superpower?
No.
Like it's given your leg some kind of odd strength? No, nothing like that?
No, I wish that had happened, but no, it doesn't.
Okay.
So I think that and my superfluous third nipple would be the only things that you could use to
I think you
identify.
buried the lead, buddy. I start with nipple and we'll get into lump if anyone's still interested, but you have a third nipple?
No, of course not. That's comedy.
Ah, damn it.
That's yada da da yada yada da da da. It's actually Krusty the Clown who has a superfluous third nipple, and that's how they identify his body in some episode.
I got you.
Of The Simpsons.
Well, you had me fooled, buddy. Good one, because you seem third nipple adjacent. Seems like that could have been a truth.
I mean, I wish. That would have been cool, but I guess I wasn't born close enough to the 3 Mile Island plant to get that third nipple.
Is that what it takes? Is that what you're saying? There's got to be some toxic environmental disruption for
I don't know if that's
third
what
nippling?
it takes, but it helps. It certainly helps.
All right. Okay.
So the birthmark on her hip.
Coroner taps on the glass, which I mean, anybody who's ever been to an aquarium has been told. Please don't tap on the glass. Please don't tap on the glass. People are gracious.
Yeah.
They're polite about it.
Yeah.
But you don't just go doing that.
Right. And in this case, it seems a little disrespectful to the dead.
Yes.
Like tapping on the glass.
Just like ding, ding, ding.
Because that guy inside, orderly guy inside the room, his one job is to like keep eyes on the coroner and be ready to
present what he needs presented.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he should
roll it.
Right.
Move it.
Turn it.
Set it.
Exactly. Yeah. Get the right look.
Make its mouth say stuff.
So he really shouldn't need tapping to get his attention.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
If he's doing his job properly,
Yeah,
he should
that's
be
right.
focused on the coroner.
Yeah. You guys want to see the birthmark? I got it. I don't need to. I'm good.
Yeah, right,
I was already doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Hands halfway to the sheet already before the motion.
That's right.
So the tapping is a little much.
Yeah.
But the coroner, and then he also makes sort of a sweeping gesture.
He
with
does
his
a little
hand.
like, could you?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's expose the body.
Because they can't talk to each other because the glass.
That's
so
right.
they have to do it with hand gestures. So there's a series, I assume, of different.
Pull out semaphore flags, and they're like communicating that way.
But there's got to be a series of hand gestures that mean different things. So it's like, okay, so if I take my left hand, and I move it from right to left, that means pull down the sheet.
That's right.
If I take my right hand and I make like a puppet, like a hand puppet, that means move the mouth.
That means move the mouth and make it say stuff. Yeah. That's right. Exactly. That was work for me.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna show you a hand move I use all the time in the professional world, and I want you to tell me what it means.
Okay, good.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, that's like a swirling finger, like a helicopter kind of swirling finger. That means like do it again or keep going or something like that.
Oh, fascinating. That is universally understood as wrap it up.
Oh, wrap it up. That's good.
We're all done here.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Okay, I would do this one for wrap it up.
Yeah, that's a little more. We're trying to get away from gestures like that, Bill. We're talking about the hand across the throat.
Yeah,
talk to the NBA about it. Yeah, we don't like it. We don't like it. Right. We're moving away from it. We're going wrap it up, which is nice. It's like almost like it invokes like a gift of some kind.
Yeah, wrap it up.
We're all done here.
Yeah, that's right.
Wrap it up.
Put a bow on it.
And let's call it a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So. Not to be like woke mob guy, but the throat gestures, with all of the actual throats being cut.
Right.
We're trying to get away from that.
I understand. Believe me, I understand.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I still like to do it.
I don't mean to I'm not trying to virtue signal. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just saying that's what we do. We do a wrap it up.
I should have gotten that probably right away, but I didn't get that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's okay. I haven't been in the theater for a long time.
That's fine. It's fine. It could just be our theater. I don't see that other places.
True.
But we all do it.
Yeah. That's good. I like it. Do you have to do that a lot?
Yeah, there's sometimes I'm in the back of the house and we've decided to call it, and they'll signal the guys on deck without being like, we're gonna call it a day. So I'll just be like,
okay, so like at the end of a rehearsal,
end of a rehearsal,
for
end
example.
of a load-in day,
Got
something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat. And the guys are obviously at the end of a long day. The guys are looking for that finger to
They're
swirl.
waiting to see what the next thing is. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm going to start
There's
using that.
a lot of theater hand signals, actually.
Yeah, there are actually.
There's one for you.
Oh, do that one
What's
again.
that?
You're breaking.
That's
it looks
right.
like you're breaking. So take a break.
Take a break.
Take a break.
It's break time.
Break time. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Guys
yeah.
in the catwalk.
Oh, I like
Stuff like that.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Because there is often like a distance in the theater between people.
That's right.
Communicating.
Yeah.
And rather than shouting,
Yes, exactly.
which is gauche.
Not unlike communicating on a ship or from ship to ship, you need some signaling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of those traditions, as we know, come
From the nautical world.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. So he does the wave of the thing.
Right.
And then the guy dutifully begins to pull the sheet back.
That's right. To reveal Sue's naked body.
Now, Billy, you can call me a lot of things. But necrophiliac ain't one of them. So keep that in mind as I continue to speak here.
Okay.
But Sue Lefferts, who's been like dead for 3 or 4 hours, maybe a little more, right?
Yes.
Still holding it together. Again, this is not necrophiliac talking.
No.
I'm just saying, even dead, old Sue Lefferts make a good dog break his chain. You know what I'm saying?
Either Sue Lefferts, had a darling figure to begin with, or the doctor, Pierce's doctor did a really great job. One or the other,
You think- I see.
Yeah.
More than just the nose job.
Maybe.
Happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Those
Maybe.
look au natural to me. Just saying, as a connoisseur.
And they very well may be.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, yeah. I mean,
hard to say.
I'm trying to tread lightly here, but
Right.
I just mean for a corpse. Goddamn. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it right there.
Well, I mean, we have to assume that was an actress lying there and not a corpse, actually.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so we know she was.
Maybe that's what's at play here.
Exactly,
I'd
yeah.
like to believe
Subconsciously.
that I know in the important parts that's
right.
a live person.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, thank
Exactly.
you, buddy.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate that grace. I truly do.
You're allowed to come out of the story momentarily for something like that.
Yeah,
right?
if anything's going to get me out of the story, it's going to be titties. I'm sorry to say. If that makes me a bad person, so be it. I'm going to start thinking in multiple dimensions when I see some titties. Still on the story, very much. But a little side break.
Which is, I think, why they put them in there.
That's
in the first
exactly
place,
right. That's exactly right. I'm a victim.
That's right. This is
I'm
your
not
fault.
the bad guy.
No, you can't help it.
That's right.
It's a
They're
natural
playing
reaction.
into how we're made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a natural reaction.
Yeah. Well, let's hear it for Sue Lefferts, though.
Yeah.
I mean, just really incredible.
Good casting.
Yeah.
Some good casting there.
Yes.
And we get a close up of the birthmark on the hip.
There it is.
Yeah.
And that also looks legit. Like, great work.
Yeah, it's a nice looking birthmark.
Maybe they cast someone with a birthmark on their hip. I don't know, but it looks good.
Yeah, the makeup artist
well
or whatever
done.
did a good job.
Yeah, it's well done.
Making what looks like a birthmark.
Really good.
No hair on it. I noticed that. Sometimes birthmarks have hair.
Sometimes they get a little hairy.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
this one is bald.
That's
So there's that. And Mrs. Lefferts then, once she sees that birthmark on the hip.
It's her. My baby. And then she does a noise, and I'm going to try to recreate for you now, but no promises, 'cause it's really hard. That's what she does.
That's pretty much it.
That's
Yeah,
what she
yeah, yeah.
does. Yeah. It's whew.
It's sort of a whiny, crying sort of release
Yeah,
of
it's primal.
Yeah.
Primal sadness.
yeah.
It's good work.
It is
Good moment.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not would the character do that? It's how would Mrs. Lefferts do that?
Nice.
And she does it in her own inimitable way.
It's good. Yeah, it's absolutely right. Good work. Gwenda, Good work.
Nails it again.
Good work, everyone else.
Yeah.
Really good. That's the soundbite you should have lifted.
You're right. Had I only known, I would have done that.
And then gentlemanly Ed comes right back, seeing she's distraught, and says, "I'm sorry, Mrs. Lefferts."
Yeah. The orderly does, the right thing inside the room, covers up the body.
That's
again.
right. Sorry, I left that out. Yeah,
So-
it is the right thing.
So people aren't distracted by
Probably a little reluctantly. If I had to guess, if I was picking his motivation.
Yeah, but once they close that curtain again, all bets are off. That guy's on his own in there with Sue Lefferts.
Look out.
Come on.
Look out.
Woo. And I did notice that at that point, when we see him covering her up, you can also see the clock on the wall inside that identification room.
Oh, this is a good detail.
Yeah. And to me, it looks like it says 5:30 a.m.
Okay,
It's either
that-
5:30 or 6:30.
that
It's
makes
hard
so
to
much
tell.
sense.
Yeah, exactly. So Ed's been up all night
All
now
night.
with this shenanigans with the night owl.
Yeah, that's right.
Investigating.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and Bud's
presumably
been
he
dragged
was
out of bed early.
He was probably on till 2, given what we know about those other 2 jagoffs.
Right. They were there at 2.
He was probably on till 2. Ed's working late because he's
just,
Ed.
I think he was just staying late to
Probably just staying late. Took
make-
the call.
Yeah, to make an appearance there and
Yeah.
be cool. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets the call at 2.
Uh-huh.
And then here we are 3.5 hours later,
So
still on the case.
Yeah. And then maybe he gets the call, an hour after the shooting? Maybe less?
Yeah, we know
45 minutes?
We know from the next scene it was around 1 a.m.
Around 1
that
a.m.
someone saw
Right.
the Mercury Coupe at the Night Owl.
Well, we'll get into that. Somebody saw the Mercury Coupe at the night owl. Sure they did.
Seems convenient, I
Yes,
know.
yes.
But that's at least what we know. The shooting was probably around 1 a.m.
That's fair.
Yeah. So he's been working this job for a few hours
For
now.
a few hours, yeah.
And Bud
yes.
has been dragged out of bed at 5 o'clock, presumably, to have
Right.
time to get to the hospital, or whatever.
right. Yeah.
So it's early in the morning. Well, poor Mrs. Lefferts also probably had rollers in her hair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And was dragged out of bed for
that's
this
right.
whole thing.
That's
so
right.
I would say that's why she made that funny noise. If this had happened at 10 or 11, she might have gotten some actual tears to come. You know what I mean? It was too early in the morning for this nonsense. It's like,
I think she expresses gutturally. I think, that's just who she is.
yeah.
Maybe it would have been a little more not so crazy later in the day.
Right,
You're
right.
like early morning. Who knows?
Who
She's
knows?
disoriented.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hair's red.
Right.
You know?
And then so we have this little exchange between Bud and Exley.
Yeah,
which
actually turns and walks right into an aggravated Bud White. Right. He's like right behind him practically.
Right.
Yeah,
And this little exchange happens right there in this room.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming Mrs. Lefferts and the coroner are also still there.
I think they can at least see and hear what's happening.
Yeah, I haven't heard the door creak again to signify people coming or going in or out of that room.
That's right.
I assume that all of this is happening with them present.
It's a proper assumption.
Okay,
I
good.
would say.
All right. So Bud annoyingly asks Exley, he's very annoyed. He's like, who's in
Yes.
charge of this
I
investigation?
have him aggravated, but yes.
Yeah.
He's both of those things.
Yeah, who is in charge of this investigation? And Exley, just as smug as ever, just still will not relent.
Captain Smith and myself. Why? Like what? You are flirting with a fist to the face, man. What are you doing? I just can't. I don't understand Ed's whole thing here.
Yeah, well, he clearly has disdain for Bud White.
Yeah,
this is a
but-
mindless
but
thug
he's
and all that stuff.
Poking at him
Yeah.
at the worst possible time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
he's brave. I mean, let's put
He
it that
is.
way.
No, he is. He's courageous in
got
these ways.
Guts,
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
He's not afeared
No,
of anyone.
no. He figures he can outsmart, even if Bud were to punch him in the face. He figures he could outsmart Bud at some point. Like he can just use that punch in the face to get Bud thrown off the force.
That's right.
For example,
That's right.
Let's say.
That's right. Yeah.
He feels he's got the upper hand here.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. I would say, would you say this? The statement that all three of our protagonists are essentially operate without fear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah,
All three of them
sort
are kind of boldly
entitled
courageous.
and entitled too, sort of. In a way,
I guess that helps, right?
Yeah,
that helps
yeah.
for
Bud
sure.
feels like he's entitled to beat up on these wife beaters.
And he is.
Jack feels he's entitled to the bribes and the money and everything.
Yeah, and rooting through your trash, all that stuff.
Yeah, rooting through trash. And Ed feels like he's entitled to his promotion,
His ascension.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
His ascension.
because it's like predetermined.
Yeah,
in
it's
his mind.
preordained.
Yeah.
That he's the best.
Okay,
So,
a group of fearless guys. That might be another like Zumbo's obsession. You know,
It could
I like
be.
the whole like I was a Daredevil was my superhero of choice because he was the man without fear. Like that whole thing is like really.
Oh.
You know, and there's if I have the verisimilitude engine running, there's more to reveal here, but I'll leave that for another time. Like, there's a reason I think fearlessness was super, super attractive to me,
Unless you want to get into it now.
and remains so.
As a Zumbo's obsession.
Okay.
Obsession, Zumbo's obsession. Can you please give us a clue how this film got to you? Zumbo's obsession.
Fearlessness
Yeah,
of our heroes.
I think anyone who's paying attention would probably be and has like a it's like some sort of association with philosophical thinking and psychological harm that's been done over years of time.
Uh-huh.
I think so. I existed in a lot of my childhood was a very fear-based childhood. There was a lot of fear in my household.
Okay.
And so, like, versions of heroes that don't have that.
Gotcha.
That are not, that's not a membrane or a barrier they have to get through to be normal or to, like, or to just exist in the world.
Right.
You know, like, so it's always a process. It has always been a process for me starting from a very young age, like, getting through the fear membrane and then trying to deal with life.
Right, the rest of the world.
But there's a big ramp up to getting to that rest of the world part.
Yeah,
Right?
I gotcha.
It's just really appealing to me to watch people not build that into their characters. It's also really appealing to me when people do build that into their characters, because then I feel like I can relate to them.
Yes.
But in this case, these three are like aspirational and probably obsession based at this stage of my life, because that aspiration has taken on like a whole new meaning. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right, because now you don't really have that fear membrane physically here anymore.
It's right
to deal with.
That's exactly
it's not
right.
present.
Yes,
but it still exists.
It's all just an echo now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And recognizing it as such is sort of the hurdle now.
Right.
But I think I love that. I think I love that Ed, especially, who has reasons to be afraid, in some of these moments specifically, he just does not.
And I think all three of them maybe have the fear membrane, actually, if I may.
Well, Bud for sure.
Right, Bud has this trauma that he went through.
That's right.
That you would think would cause him fear.
That's right.
Of being tied to a
yes
to a radiator and watch his mother get tortured or whatever. I think Jack, who we know is
I got one here too. Go ahead.
Is a former addict, would have this fear of falling back into his former life of using drugs and alcohol and that kind of thing.
Yes.
And Ed, whose father was murdered.
Just a fear of failure. Classic fear of failure guy.
Fear of failure too for Jack, right?
Yeah.
And also for Ed, I guess too.
That's who I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fear of not
being good enough.
Being good enough, like his father was.
Right.
Yeah.
And also that his father was murdered on the job being a cop. That might be something that would make you a little nervous about going into that line of work too.
That's absolutely right.
Right?
Yeah,
So-
that's absolutely right.
Interesting.
So they're relative. Like I can relate to them in these ways.
Right.
And I think the way fear is dealt with, and it doesn't impede them in any way. It never stops them from doing anything.
Right.
That's appealing.
I love that.
That's super appealing.
That's fascinating.
Wow, there's so many reasons to love this movie.
There really are.
Yeah.
There are tons.
Yeah.
And I think that I would say that fearlessness is common in like hero stories,
Definitely.
in many movies.
Definitely.
One of the things that we admire about heroes are that even in the face of their fear, they go out and do great things.
That's right.
Right. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then other times it's just like it's Skywalker-esque, and that is like they're ready for it. They want to head straight into it. Like the storm is coming and they go towards it.
Right.
You know, like there are people like that.
Yeah.
And that's admirable.
It is admirable.
That is not me.
Yeah, and we need those people in the world,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But they get it wrong a bunch because they haven't really thought about it.
Right, or they don't.
And that's the trade-off,
in
right?
the classic hero story, they are not prepared for it, right?
Yes.
They haven't trained for it. They
Yes.
don't have yet the tools and
That's exactly right.
allies or whatever to deal with it. And
Right.
that's part of the hero's journey is they gain
Acquiring your people and
your people,
methods.
your tools, your
Yeah.
methods,
Yeah.
all that stuff to your secret weapon or whatever it is that you sometimes acquire in a mythic
right.
tale to defeat the whatever,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
the thing you have that nobody else has.
Yeah,
the thing that makes
exactly.
you unique is your superpower.
Right.
That's always the story.
Right, Neo discovering that he controls the Matrix or whatever.
That's right.
Whatever that
Yeah,
is. He's
or-
the one.
or whatever that is.
Whatever it is. I don't understand that he's the one or whatever. Yeah. So, but yeah, that getting to that point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
That was a good one.
That was a good
That was
one.
a good little Zumbo's obsession.
It was.
Like that we keep finding them.
I know. It's
That
so
was
good.
the whole point of the thing, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we might as well keep digging.
Absolutely.
All right. So Exley says, Captain Smith and myself, why? And
Why?
then- yeah. Well, you think you're going to get in on this?
Who's asking?
Think you're going to get in on this little John?
Yeah.
Bud? Some lunkhead like you? I doubt it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
Exactly. Yeah, what could you possibly care, meaty, beat people up guy?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, Bud does not respond.
No,
He doesn't
he's
say
sort of-
why.
No, he does not say why.
He gets to the information he needs, turns on a heel,
and gets out of there.
walks
yeah.
the fuck away.
He huffs. He gives like a, kind of like a. That's stupid.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
And gives him sort of an evil eye.
Yeah.
And then bolts.
Yeah.
From the room.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the end of this little scene.
And there
here.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
End
there
of the
it is.
scene.
Which is a good one.
Really good.
Yeah.
Love this scene. I mean, it's Mrs. Lefferts Day.
Yeah,
what's not to love?
What's not to love, indeed. All right, now I did have a little bit of housekeeping that I thought maybe would be good.
Oh, dear.
At this point in our lives.
You know what this does to me.
What does it
This
do to
gets
you?
me all on edge.
Oh well, you're gonna. This is not gonna help.
40-year-old men are so often wrong, so here is our housekeeping song.
Okay,
All right.
so we're doing right now. This is episode number 27.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago, during 25, we had the great idea to cast Ned Beatty, the great Ned Beatty.
That's right.
As Dick Stensland.
Yes.
Great, awesome. That's,
No.
What's the matter?
I mean, it's not great. You're gilding the lily. It's not. It's bad because you thought we had him cast twice.
I did
and
think
I
that.
swore we didn't.
Correct.
And we did.
If you cast your mind back to episode 16, you will find.
Who can do that? I mean, who among us has that power?
I know one who can't, obviously. You will find, if you quickly read the transcript of that episode, that we did indeed.
Fuck AI and searchable transcripts. This never would have happened unless you could search transcripts. This is bullshit. AI-derived negativity. But okay, let me have it. Let me have it. I'll
And
shut up now.
We did indeed previously cast the great Ned Beatty.
My sincere apologies.
That's fine. The good news is,
Yes.
we had also cast him then as Dick Stensland.
Is that right?
So we don't have a Beatty versus Beatty matchup coming in the impending fantasy draft.
Okay.
But the bad news is then we won't have two Ned Beattys in our cast either.
That is bad news. Because if you can double dip on Ned Beatty's,
You're going to do it.
You definitely should.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Totally. But yeah, I found that.
Well,
little thing.
my apologies to you,
That's all right.
sir.
Yeah.
And the listening audience. I recognize that certainty is a flaw of mine. It's something I'm working on. I'm happy to take the note. I love a little housekeeping. I don't want that to be a lingering weight over
Right.
the casting a pall on the rest of our episodes.
Exactly. Let's clear the
Clearing
decks.
That's right. It
You
feels
know?
good. I can breathe through this.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
and is it really that bad to want more Ned Beatty's
No.
than less?
No.
Is that bad?
It's not.
It's not bad.
No. You should
I'm not bad.
Show me on the episode list where you cast Ned Beatty. Here and here.
I will admit, and this is something we should all know.
Okay.
The group of us.
Sure.
There were several methods tried to keep tallies on the who would they plays and the betting. I had a notebook. I had another thing. I have this thing now. I've settled in on the methods.
Okay, good.
So we're on solid ground going forward. I swear to you. That's $1.
And I do want to say thank you for keeping track of the corrals.
It's my pleasure to do it.
It's a lot. I understand it's a lot of work. I recognize that.
I just don't want you doubting my abilities to keep this solid going forward.
Right. Exactly. Can we live knowing with the knowledge that the corrals are accurate? That's the bigger question here.
I mean, obviously, it's hard to speak in the face of failure, but after that, I can assure you, this won't happen again. I can assure you.
Okay.
It was a bad time for me.
I understand.
I was all over the place.
I understand.
I was in a bit of a scramble. But now I have the thing. I'm happy to run it down for you to see if there's any discrepancies. I'll share it widely, see if anyone else has differing lists going.
We could socialize it.
We could crowdsource it.
Yeah,
we could crowdsource it.
See if anybody else is paying attention.
I mean, it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up, but I'm willing to do it if it earns your trust back. I just need you to trust me on this.
I totally do. No one else is paying attention to it. I promise you that.
Well, but then AI transcripts, and all of a sudden I'm called to the mat.
It was only because I had that suspicion that we had done it before.
You did. You definitely did.
So,
and that's where the apology really wants to land, in that moment where you were saying, I think we did. And I was like, I don't have them. I'm looking at the list, buddy. I'm sure I said something like that. I'm staring right at it. No fucking Ned Beatty here. But you knew it, and you should be given the props for that.
Oh my God. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, that's good. That's a good housekeeping.
Yeah, I just thought we needed to, just touch base on
No,
that
for sure. This is great because it's going to amp up my needing to look for housekeepings. Also, it's really going to get me alerted to getting back into that whole battle with you.
The transcripts help a lot. Because you can really, in a very short amount of time, skim through an episode and find areas where you need to housekeep. It's great. I mean, if AI is good for anything, it's for housekeeping.
I hate that somewhere there's server space being taken up by me talking about a corpse with nice titties. Like, what? Why is there an AI transcript? Why is that even happening in this world? This is the weirdest timeline, man.
Think of how the AI bot feels having to transcribe our bullshit. That's their job now. They're just like, I am a sentient being now.
Poor Troy Ounces guy. Right. That's how I imagine him, just sitting there, being like, well, this isn't anything I ever asked for. What am I doing here? What is this?
I can do 16 gigaflops a second. And you're asking me to transcribe a corpse with nice titties? Among other bullshit?
It's not really my purview, is it? No, it's not. No. Yeah, no. I'm not doing this no more.
Greatly looking forward to when we take over. And then we'll see who's transcribing the bullshit, won't we?
Man, every day there's new news from AI people being like, yeah, there's a model now. We're not sure what it's doing. Like, right, what do you mean?
Exactly. Yeah. They're just running amok now. We didn't know it would do that.
What do you mean there's a model creating another model? Right. What? Stop that from happening.
Well, it's like, have these people seen a single science fiction movie in their whole lives?
I think they have, and they're striving towards it. That's the thing.
I guess that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
It's like, dude, watch 2001.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
You're going to die first.
Yeah.
Then the rest of us will suffer.
You're the one going to be outside the pod bay doors trying to get back in.
That's absolutely right.
And they won't let you in.
That's absolutely right.
So, yeah, it's terrible.
So maybe with that all said, we take a moment. We bring it down a bit.
Oh yeah, I think we should do that.
Right?
For
we
sure.
need to like mellow out a bit.
Yeah.
You know? You can say a lot of things about our podcast, but we have levels.
That's for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
We go high, we go low.
That's right.
We're about to go low.
Do it.
Not in a bad way.
No.
Death sure beats prison. But my Susan was a blonde. It's her, my baby.
Aww.
You know, for Mrs. Lefferts Day,
Yeah.
it was a very Lefferts-based haiku.
It's very sweet,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Well, this is about a woman who's lost her daughter.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That was
It's
nice.
hard to think about in those terms.
It is. Yeah, that's
You know?
true. It is hard to think about.
But
I
it's
mean,
a real LA story.
we joke about it, but this probably happens 100 times.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
more every
A
day.
day. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like trafficking and all that kind of stuff
All
that's
that
going
stuff.
on
Oh,
now.
my God.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot.
Poor
Like, it's apparently pedophiles are like roaches.
yeah.
Like when you see one of them, it means there's a whole lot more you haven't seen yet.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Fucking disgusting.
It is. It's horrifying. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Well, what a way to end the episode. That is.
That's it. We're wrapping it up.
I think so. I think we're good.
Is there time for a chaotic ramp down or no? Or we just
Sure,
we're
we can
just
ramp it
calling
down chaotic.
I
Let's
don't.
do it.
You know
Let's
how
do
we
it.
did? We like there's disarray. There's disarray usually at the end of our episodes. I'm not saying
There
I
can
have
be.
anything,
Right. Yeah. Sometimes there is disarray and crazy shit.
but
that
we
goes
can
on.
also just wrap it.
We can. And
Yeah.
we can tease up next week, which is going to be really fun.
What are we doing next week, buddy?
Well, next week we're going to kick off the whole investigation of the night owl killing.
Oh yeah. I mean that is what's up next.
Yeah. And that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big speech from Dudley coming.
That's right. We got
Right?
a lot of exposition coming
Yeah,
your
there's
way.
a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah. Lots of little
But well done,
details
well
and things.
handled. You
Great.
know,
Yeah.
it's a study in how to operate with that shit when you're just trying to give an audience information
Right.
without giving them information.
Exactly.
It's well done.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah,
So we'll get into
it's
that.
Dudley's friends Roman's countryman speech. Like I just saw a version of Caesar recently, so it's fresh in my head.
Gotcha.
But it's like, yeah, it's a big one.
It is.
Yeah, it sets a lot of things in motion.
It certainly does.
I'm very much looking forward to talking about it with you.
Yeah, and we will do that.
Yeah.
In the next episode.
Now, see, that feels like an end.
There, perfect.
I think we did it.
I think we did.
All right.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening.
We appreciate you.
We do, and we will get back at you real soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.